What you are about to see is not normal. This is day 2 of the W Creator Summit at the Paul Family Ranch. And somehow, impossibly, it is even more insane than day 1.
That shit's gnarly, bro. That does not look safe, bro. Oh my.
We are talking water skimming a 3-wheeler. A boxing match while someone is violently hungover.
Good head movement, bro. Just rip it. Oh!
A monster truck destroying everything in sight. And an explosion so big it shook people's actual hearts. By the end of this video, your jaw is going to be on the floor. Let's get into it. Okay, so day 2 kicks off and someone looks at a 3-wheeler, and says, yeah, let's water skim that. For anyone who doesn't know what water skimming is, you take a vehicle, you hit the water at full speed, and you try to skim across the surface like a stone. People do it with dirt bikes. People do it with ATVs. It is already completely unhinged. Nobody has ever done it on a 3-wheeler. And I mean nobody. Except for one person in history. Motorcycle legend Travis Pastrana. So what does this guy do? He lines it up. He looks at the water. And he just goes. Full send. No hesitation. No second thoughts. The 3-wheeler hits the water, and for a brief, beautiful moment, it is actually working. It is actually skimming. The crowd is losing their minds. And then, front flip. Right in front of everyone. Not a crash. Not a wipeout. A genuine clean front flip off the 3-wheeler right into the water directly in front of Jake Paul, who had to literally jump out of the way. The crowd went absolutely nuclear. And the best part? Everyone agreed it was actually cooler than if he had made it all the way across. Olympic 10 out of 10. No notes.
Made it, bro. Yeah. You nailed the front flip, though. Olympic 10 out of 10.
While everyone is still recovering from the 3-wheeler front flip, someone else is out on the water doing backflips on a foil board. A foil board, which if you do not know, is already one of the hardest things a human being can ride. It floats above the water on a hydrofoil and requires insane balance and body control just to stay upright. This guy is out there throwing backflips on it like it is nothing.
This is fucking awesome. I'm gonna pop some tags. I got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a comer. This is fucking awesome.
At one point, the ATV that was used for the water skim dies completely. Turns out it inhaled so much water it just gave up, so they literally stood it on its back end like a handstand to drain all the water out of the exhaust. That is the level of problem solving happening at this ranch. Standing a 400-pound ATV on its head to drain it. It worked, by the way. It fired right back up. Okay, this part of the video hits different because it is genuinely one of the most hype moments of the whole thing. There is a guy named Derek. And 2 weeks before this event, Derek tried to bench press 115 pounds in front of everyone and failed. In front of the whole crew. And everyone laughed. Now he is back, 2 weeks later, at Jake Paul's ranch. In front of everyone again. The bar goes up. The plates go on. The crowd starts gathering. You could feel the tension. And then Derek locks in and lifts it. The same people who were laughing 2 weeks ago are now screaming and cheering at the top of their lungs. The energy completely flipped in an instant. That is the kind of moment that you just cannot script. But they did not stop there. They kept adding weight. 5 more pounds. Then another 5. Derek kept going. Set after set. The crowd getting louder every single time. That redemption arc in the middle of a creator summit with a monster truck parked outside is one of the most unexpectedly amazing things in this whole video.
If you are what you say you are, a
At some point, someone looks around and decides, we need people sparring. So they set up a 3-round boxing match, 3 minutes each round. Now here is the thing, one of the fighters, JoJo, is by his own words violently hungover.
Pretty violently hungover.
Not a little hungover, violently hungover. He says it multiple times during the actual fight while he is getting hit. And yet the fight actually goes 3 full rounds. Real boxing, real punches, real corner advice being shouted between rounds. Jake Paul, who is literally a professional boxer, is ringside calling out combinations and telling people to go to the body. At the end of 3 rounds, the judges scored it unanimously. One fighter won every single round. The post-fight interview is absolutely hilarious. The winner says the other guy was really light, so you have to be careful with a guy like that. Peak content. Genuinely peak. Just when you think the energy cannot go any higher, a monster truck rolls in. And it immediately starts destroying everything, crushing things, launching over things, doing things that a vehicle that size should not physically be able to do. At one point, something breaks on it. The crew comes over and starts diagnosing it and starts throwing out the most technical made-up sounding explanation involving the combobulator, which apparently combobulated. The driver, who is described as looking like Ben Affleck smoking a cigarette on a patio, is just standing there looking absolutely devastated that his monster truck has betrayed him in front of everyone. They switch to a 450 cubic centimeter bike and it picks right back up. Insane run after insane run as the sun is literally setting behind the hills. The kind of scene that looks like it was filmed for a movie. And then to close out the W Summit, they blew up a car. Just a standard end-of-week activity. Nothing special. Totally normal. They set up a target. They brought in shooters. Multiple people tried to hit the target to trigger the explosion and could not connect. The guns were apparently all broken, shooting 3 feet left of where they were aimed. Someone genuinely said they thought they could hit it with a different weapon from where they were standing. Eventually, the pros showed up, lined up the shot, one last try, and the car exploded. The shockwave hit everyone in the chest. The crowd went absolutely insane. Flames everywhere. The perfect ending to 2 days of complete and total chaos at the Paul family ranch. 2 days, one ranch. More insane moments than most people see in a lifetime. A front flip off a 3-wheeler. Backflips on a foil board. A redemption bench press. A hangover boxing match, a monster truck, and a car blowing up to close the whole thing out. The W Creator Summit Part 2 is one of those videos where every 5 minutes something happens that should be the highlight of the entire thing. And then something even bigger happens right after. If you want to see more breakdowns like this one, hit subscribe so you never miss a video. See you in the next one.